Welkom bij de Nijmeegse NieuwsNet, dag 2 van de SD Games. Vandaag is het dinsdag 15 april. We beginnen in de Sint-Stevenskerk, dat is waar ik mezelf nu momenteel ook bevind. En we gaan nu over naar een paar praatjes. En er zijn ook een paar workshops hierna. En daar ga ik ook nog wat van filmen. En maak ik geen zorgen, ik heb mijn les geleerd. Ik ga niet zoveel filmen als gisteren. En deze video en deze uitzending wordt helaas geen 40 minuten lang. Dat wordt het zeker niet. Ik heb mijn les geleerd, oké, als pers en montage en opnamepersoon. Ik heb mijn les geleerd. Ik ga niet te veel filmen en batterij opgebruiken van de camera. Maar voor nu, we gaan over tot de lezers en de praatjes. En ik zie jullie bij de workshops. Doei!
In elkaar begroten, sometimes safely. The castle was destroyed by Vikings and later by wars, but it was completely rebuilt in the 12th century. Unfortunately, the castle was almost completely demolished by the French in the 18th century. Well, that's a shame. You have some images of the former castle. This is the St. Nicholas Chapel, the Nicolaasgebouw, and the market you see here. Nijmegen also played a major military role in the 16th and 17th centuries during the 80 Years' War with Spain. After all, the city is located along a very important transport route, the River Waal. Whoever controlled Nijmegen sailed.
Let me go to our next speaker. And he's already walking to the stage. It's you from Belgium. He's a city ecologist. That's a difficult word. And I'll give the floor to you.
Stand like this because then everyone else can move a bit and everyone else can see the picture. But my name is Welcome, I'm the urban law of Nijmegen. So it's my duty to make sure that within this city we take care of nature and green environment. And we do that in various ways. I also try to show you during the bike tour as well all the special areas that the city has concerning urban wildlife. And well, this is just an overview. It's all in Dutch. I can translate this a bit. But what I do as an urban ecologist, first of all, I try to enhance the amount of urbanization or greenery within the city, with development, but also with our existing green. Because we have a lot of laws, we have a lot of greenery, but it's not really value. And therefore, we also try to look for ways, not just where there's developments or where there's new possibilities for greenery, but we also try to enhance the existing greenery in terms of ecological value. A lot of species, like try to use the English names, but the blackbird, on the blackbird to the left up top, we have the boo, which is the eagle owl. It's one of the largest species of owl in the world, and you also find them all over the world, but that's different subspecies. Then you have the stag beetle. It's the largest beetle we find in Europe, and then of course again the peregrine falcon. These are just a small selection of species you can find in the urban environment, and which is quite interesting because they also adapt a lot to the environment. Partially due to the variety of the urban, of all the habitats, with the gardens, with the walls, with the roofs there, and all the little holes that you can find in the urban environment. But also due to the fact that like a lot of people to the urban greeneries, it's very diverse in terms of plants, of the structures. And we're not doing that just by ourselves, but we're doing that with a lot of other partners. And in Nijmegen, we're a very green city, and also a very green mindset, and it means that there are a lot of people that are involved with this green aspect, both of sustainability, but also the ecological. These are just a various or small example of artists that are contributing to it, and then we collaborate a lot. There's some challenges that I go through really quick. It's the integrated collaboration because, as you can imagine, especially the subject of
Very much. Thank you both for your beautiful presentations and your inspiring talks. Yeah, I think now today we're going to explore and hopefully see some things that you've seen behind me. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to explore Nijmegen and its surroundings. If we look at our planning, and well, you talked about challenges, we do have some challenges as well because we, in the Netherlands, we are all used to go by bike probably every day. And we notice that some of you are not as experienced as we are. So we have some challenges to overcome. And that's why, well, I think we need about 10 minutes to have a meeting with the coaches so we can discuss who is able to bike and who isn't. And we can make a new order for that. And that you have about 10 minutes because some of you are but to relax or to walk around and to see the beautiful church because this is, as you see, I love to see these churches, of course. So, if you wants to answer
yeah, we have 10 minutes to explore the church, but please remember, be respectful that this is a basic religion, basic faith, so we do so quietly and respectfully.
Ja, oké, kan.
Oké.
Nou, waarom wil je meedoen met SD-games in plaats van de normale week volgen? Zoals andere leerlingen.
Nou ja, ik heb het altijd al leuk gevonden om aan een uitwisseling mee te doen. En dit is een soort van dat, dus ja.
Ja, oké. Goed dan.
Yo, Siegfried.
Oh, ja.
We zijn in een interview.
Hey Siegfried.
Hey.
Oké, go further.
Nou, nu opeens komen er heel veel, maar wat ik wil zeggen hoor.
Yo, Siegfried nieuws. Is dit voor NieuwsNet? Ja, dit is
Ja.
Go away.
Yeah.
He has to edit all of this.
Ja, ik ga, ja.
Oké.
Zo. Ja.
Let's go further.
Ja, we gaan even verder met het nieuws.
Oké.
Nou, wat ik origineel wil zeggen was, ja, dat waren dus de praatjes en we gaan nu door naar de workshops. En er is dus een interviewtje tussendoor ook nog. Maar voor nu, naar de workshops, ik zie jullie daar.
Isn't working, so I have to show. Yep. So listen carefully.
Quiet, please.
Oh. Hey, just one switch. Hey, that's easy. Okay, so we are going to start with the workshops. We have 2 rounds. We start with round 1. That's a surprise, isn't it? Then we have a break in between, all together, at volleyball 5. But before that, we're going to invite you because you've already signed up for the workshops and I hope you're aware of where you're going. Up the list here. Please don't come here all at once. That'd be a mess. I don't know. But you will go to a place in the church where the teachers are waiting for you to start the workshops. So if you are at the workshop at the Stevens Church, you will go to Ashley and Rosemary.
Raise their hands.
Oh, there they are. They're here just on my left. So this is the people that signed up for the Stevens Church.
Carlos. Hello.
Like I said, we made some changes to the eco tour and the archeo tour. They're not by bike anymore, walking. So in the morning. But we start with the city cleanup. And that's with, hey, you can see them. Victor Janneke over there. So please go there if you're doing the city cleanup.
Be nice.
Then we have two different workshops that go to the same place. They start both from the Bastei. Hopefully you know where it is. Because Aiden, he kind of knows. So you're going to the floodplains and the Bastei. So it was 5 and 6. Join Aiden, and he's not going to stand here. So
I'm going to go there. 5 and 6, when we go towards the back.
So that's 5 and 6. Different order. We'll go to 3, archeo. Then you will join Joan. Hey, that's difficult to say. Join Joan. It's over there. Maybe stand on another place, not the same place as Victor. And here, Joan. And then the last one, the eco tour. That's number 2. Jimmy's hiding. There's Jimmy. On my right, on your left. So if you have the eco tour, go to Jimmy. Hopefully that was clear. Have fun today. And the weather is beautiful. So it's going to be an amazing, fantastic day. Thank you.
Ja, typical Dutch.
When you come across and get out of the road, please. Right, come across and say all the classes.
Wat moet je niet vinden dan? Ja.
Dus I think
Ja. Kom je. Are we complete?
Yeah.
I think not.
Yeah.
To a floodplain, and I think a lot of you don't know what a floodplain is. It's quite a Dutch phenomenon, I think, and people in other countries are not really familiar with the floodplain. I'll explain you. A floodplain is a room, a space between the river and the dike. In Holland we are famous for our dikes, as rivers spring in the mountains in other countries and they flow to the North Sea, and here in Holland we are at the bottom end of the river. So in periods with heavy rain or when the snow starts to melt on the mountains, all the water comes here. And half of our country would overflow if we wouldn't take precautions. So we took precautions by building dikes, and we control the river with dikes. But the amount of water would be so much that the dike would be 100 meters high, for instance. And you can't build dikes from 100 meters high.
daar ook kunnen zetten.
Dat is wel degelijk.
And this will be nature. Okay, that's the story actually. You have seen already the cows.
Yes.
They are not completely wild, but they live here, and they are not here for the milk. The milk is for the little cows. Little cows are born here.
But is it still for food, or do we just leave them completely alone?
Agricultural land. Agricultural land is not very attractive to animals, but this is. So we have our big five here. Not as spectacular as the big five in Africa, but anyway, we have our big five. That is the Koninkhoorns. I think you saw it already. The wild horses. We have the Galloway.
Volgens mij bedoelen ze daar staat weer
ground, and then afterwards they make nature out of it. So it's a new development. It's about 20, 30 years ago they started to do it like that.
Yeah.
So this was my story on. I think that I can't think of anything.
Nou, we zijn nu bij het Valkenpark in Nijmegen natuurlijk. En hier gaan we eventjes pauze houden tot een uurtje of 1, dus 13 uur op de digitale klok. En daarna gaan we weer naar de ronde 2 van de workshops. En jullie hebben gewoon een kleine sfeerimpressie kunnen zien van wat mijn activiteit inhouden. Ja, ik kan geen ander woord nu op dit moment vinden. Maar voor nu ga ik zelf ook even pauze houden tot een uurtje of 1. En daarna de ronde 2 van de workshops. En de dag eindigt weer bij de Sint-Stevenskerk, waar de dag ook begon. Dus voor nu, als jullie goed genoten hebben van deze video, wat sowieso korter is dan 40 minuten. Ja, ik heb echt mijn les geleerd. Maar voor nu, blijf kijken naar Nijmeegse NieuwsNet. Je gaat nu zelf even pauze houden. En de ronde 2 van de workshops is in een volgende stukje. Tot dan. Nou, dat was dus voor Nijmeegse NieuwsNet op dinsdag 15 april. Even kijken, morgen dag 3 van de SD Games. Wordt er weer gefilmd en geëdit en gemonteerd. Dus tot morgen. Eindelijk wordt er een beetje content gepompt voor YouTube. Maar voor nu, blijf kijken. Ik zie jullie morgen. En hopelijk is deze video niet 40 minuten te lang geworden. Maar whatever, ik zie jullie morgen. Tot dan.